Well, hi there everyone and welcome back to Planet 19. Well, last episode we were over here working on this. This very, very attractive thing is of course our laser drill, which has been working very well for quite a while. Now this thing eats energy. I've not given it a lot of energy, but I have left it running. And it hasn't done too badly. We have got a load of stuff in my inventory. I did not notice that. But we have got plenty of all sorts. Glowstone, apatite. We've got 11 bits of diamonds. What's that? Topaz. A few bits of gold. Quite a bit of tin. Obviously this isn't as much as you would get just doing a little bit of mining. And actually, you know what? I can't even see any yellow right in that. Some peridot up there. There's quite a bit of emerald, which is very, very nice, because that's really awkward to get. Bit of iron, and of course the interesting thing, there's some firestone there, is that all of these can, of course, since they are raw ores, be smelted, obviously, but they can also be pulverized, so I've actually got twice as many as it looks like I have here. So that's good. That means we've got quite a few things. We are starting to get large amounts of things through, and that means it's time to finally start sorting things out, starting off with my inventory, which I did not know was even nearly that full of junk. Okay, so what is it time for? Well, if we are starting out to sort out our inventory, what I want to start today is Applied Energistics, the ultimate in sorting out all of your useless chuff. Let's put that in. Let's attempt to type that in. Let's fail to type that in. Let's really fail to type that in. I cannot see my own keyboard for my microphone. Applied Energistics. Here we go. Now the thing which Applied Energistics needs a lot of, apart from all these things, is this stuff, silicon. It requires a lot of, I'm hitting a lot of wrong keys here, but it requires a lot, I wish I could talk, of quartz ore, nether quartz, and Certus quartz. So the best thing we can do, I think, is to get both of these pulverized off to start with. That is my pulverizer. Now I don't want that actually feeding out at all. Take that out. Put that in, and what you will see that we will get is that for each quartz we get 2 of those, and there's a chance that we will also get a dust. I'm really hoping one will pop through. It probably won't. There is something wandering around and I can't see it. Okay, so the first thing which we need for our Applied Energistics system is an ME controller. This requires Fluix dust and an advanced processor. Fluix dust is just 2 of those with 1 of those. That's very easy. This advanced processor is a bit more difficult. It requires a diamond and silicon. I'm going to need a lot of silicon, which means I'm going to need a lot of quartz dust, which I can then refine up into silicon. Now I can make quartz dust, that's quite easy. What I might actually do is have some in storage. So let us go and have a quick check. There is some dust. And there is some quartz, which I just happen to have lying about. There isn't any in any other chest? No. But what I can do is take this here dust. That's going to end up in there, isn't it? I'm going to put half of it in there, and it will cook up into silicon. You can see we've got 2 more quartz dusts as well. So that is good. Pile of those. And put those in. Another thing which we're going to need is a diamond. I'm not sure exactly how many diamonds we have left and how much gold. We've got quite a few diamonds. I'm only going to need a couple, a load of gold, and quite a bit of redstone. Another thing which I'm going to need is a quartz cutting knife. Now these quartz cutting knives are how you make these processor assemblies. They're quite easy to make. They are just quartz, an iron ingot and 2 sticks. empty everything out of the bench which was left in. So a bit of quartz, a bit of iron and a pair of sticks gets you a quartz cutting knife. I'm also going to need a load of iron ingots. Right, I'm going to need to make up quite a few of these things. So I think I'm actually going to need 2 of those. And let's go and see if my silicon has cooked up, which should all have ended up in the chest. There we go for silicons. There should be substantially more silicons than that. They are coming through. That's running out of power. There is some sulfur in there. There we go, 6. That should be enough. But what I think I'm going to do is just pop another 10 of these in. What these will do is they will pulverize up into more dusts, so I can just get a few more dusts because the silicon will be very useful. Right, all I'm going to need to do is put the silicon at the bottom, and I make the basic, well, the advanced processor assemblies, 2 of those. If I put gold in the middle, I make the basic ones, which I'm also going to need a lot of. Advanced and basic. Right, that means these have to go over and be smelted off in this, which is going to be quite long suffering. There we go. Right, what else do I need to make my controller? I need fluix crystals, which are just that. I'll just wait and pop these in. There we go. Right, I have a bench here I can probably use. So those, and those make fluix crystals, and I want 4 of them. This might just as well be a crafting terminal as an ordinary bench, because they are quite easy to make. Crafting station. Then I can keep stuff in it. So 1 of those in each corner with 1 of those. And my advanced processor gets us the ME controller. That's the heart of the ME system and the most important part. You only need 1 of them. Now, to attach things or put things into the ME system, well, there's 2 ways. The one that I'm going to use is the ME drive. That needs 2 basic processors, a chest, and some whatever that was glass. So 1 chest, some glass, which is just on the wall behind me. Thank you very much. 2 pieces of glass, iron, something in the top, which would be 2 of the basic processors. So let's just grab those. One, 2, and we have our ME drive. So the next question is, where are we going to actually put this stuff? And you know what, I think I might actually put it in here. Or shall I put it over there? No, I quite like it over here near where everything is being dug out, and there's a little sort of alcove here which I can build into. So the ME controller will go there, and I'm going to need to connect this up with a bit of cabling. So let's just dig down, and there should be a cable running somewhere along here. There is a cable. It is hardened energy conduit. Because these things do need power, I might just as well fill that in with stone bricks. It's not much of a waste. So that can come up there. The power only needs to go into the controller. And there you go, it is now powering up. It'll turn fully green when it's fully powered. It doesn't use that much electricity, which is very, very good. I can fill that hill back in. And now anything which is directly connected to the controller gets power. So if I just pop this in, that is now powered. You should be able to see that that is connected to that. So how do I put things into this? Well, I need ME drives. ME drives, not too difficult to make, they're probably on the second page. 16k, start off with the basic, 1k of storage. I need one of these. This is another basic processor just surrounded with quartz. It gets you a storage cell. So I'm going to need a load more basic processors. I didn't cook up any more, did I? No, I did not. Did I leave my... Yes, I did. I left my quartz cutting knife through there. And I'm going to need some more silicon to cook with. Okay, so I'm just going to go and pop all of this quartz into here so I can make up a load of the basic processors. Now I also need to be able to get stuff out of there. That is going to need an access terminal or a crafting terminal. A crafting terminal is made using an access terminal, so we're going to start off by making an access terminal. The access terminal is not too difficult to make. It needs another basic processor thing. But what it also needs is ME cabling, which is Fluix dust. Fluix dust is the dusts put together in the same way that the Fluix crystals are the crystals put together basically, so I'm going to need to just macerate up a few of those and grab a few of those just because I shall need them. 3 and 3 should be fine. There we go. So just take these, put them in a table. I think it is a shapeless recipe. Those with those, 2 Fluix dusts from each, that gets me 6 Fluix dusts, which if you put in a line down the middle with those is enough to get us 6 cables. So this is also how you transfer power around the ME system if you don't know. So the access terminal also requires a conversion matrix which requires 2 more Fluix dusts. So I shouldn't have used up all my Fluix dusts. That was what we might commonly call a bit silly. However, we do have all our silicon now, so let's go and make up the basic processors. I do enjoy the applied Energistics, it just takes a little bit of getting started with. There's another 10 basic processors, which can just be sent through the furnace. Here we go, 1 furnace, 1 set of basic processors going through, some nether quartz, adds to that a couple of basic quartzes. And we will get a few more Fluix dusts. There we go. Now you do require quite a few of these matrices, the conversion matrices. So they require 2 Fluix dusts, 1 on each side. Nether quartz with quartz. A load of these basic processors. Perhaps I really should just stop it going through that because that is just being a bit of a pain. I'll just have to wait for something to come through. I need 2. I have 2. Why do I have 2 in my hand? I don't know. And what else do we need to just fill that up? It is iron, so you do need a lot of iron for these actually. But there we go, 2 conversion matrices. So conversion matrix, I think it was glass down the outside edge with more iron, top and bottom, and just 1 of these ME cables, and what we get is the access terminal. How easy is that to turn into a crafting terminal? It can wait, I think, is the answer to that. We don't especially need it at the minute. So what I'm going to do is just pop this down right next to it. You can see it is booting up into the system, which currently has absolutely nothing in it because there are no drives. I haven't left anywhere where mobs can spawn. No, I haven't. So let us get back to making up some of the 1K storage cells. They just require quartz around 1 of these in the centre. Now I am actually going to run low on quartz. It also requires something around the outside, which is probably glass. No, it's redstone. Redstone around the edge. So I'm going to make up 3 of these, maybe a 4th, just for the minute. The reason I'm making up 3 is because you can bump these up into being these. These are the highest storage clusters. The one which I'm going to want is the 4K, which is just one of those, surrounded with iron and redstone. So let's empty that out. So if you put some... I was reading that right, wasn't I? Because that seems completely wrong. It was completely wrong. 3 of those storage cells, the basic 1K ones, with redstone and a basic processor, will get you a bigger one, is the basic idea. And something in the top, another piece of redstone. Have I completely mucked that up? Bit of glass in the middle, that's where I was going wrong. That gets you a bigger storage cell. These ones are 1K, these ones are 4K, so you can see that it's worth doing because you only used 3 of them. Then you do the thing with your iron. 3 bits of glass. 1 storage segment and probably 2 pieces of redstone with 3 pieces of that. And you get the 4K storage segment. You can see it can hold 4,000 bytes basically, and 63 types of thing. This is the only problem with the applied Energistics. You can only hold 63 different types of items in each one of these. So you need lots of different ones. I'm just going to pop this into here. You can see it lights up green, and now what we can do is actually put things into here. We would be able to if I could hit the right keys. So now we have iron in there, and you can see there is one type of thing in there. It's taken up 37 of the 4,000 bytes, these 33 irons. So it is a very efficient way of storing things basically. And that is the basis of an ME system. Now I can basically just come along, pop things in and get them out. If I put something else like quartz in, you can see that that will put it in. When you get more things in, you can type in what you want. I want iron, so I can take iron out. So we have the start now of an ME system. And that will be it for this episode. This will be expanded on a lot more in the future because there is so much automation that you can do with this. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I do hope to see you once again next time. Thank you and goodbye.